Hello everyone, I am Pranati from Kerala University. Today we are back with another video on functional concurrent and programming. So today in this course of functional concurrent and programming, we'll be discussing a topic from CO2 called Introduction to Lazy and Eager Evaluation. So first of all, we'll see what is lazy evaluation. So basically in functional concurrent programming, we are learning about the language called Scala, and in which we'll be using the technique of lazy evaluation, whereas lazy evaluation is also used in Hadoop, but at present we are learning about Scala. So in Scala we'll see what is lazy evaluation. So in this programming language, lazy evaluation is also called as a call by need or call by name. So it is an evaluation strategy which delays the evaluation of an expression until its value is needed, and which also avoids repeated evaluations. So Scala is a language which is similar to Java, but exactly it is not the same. Scala is basically introduced to reduce the number of lines of the code when compared to Java. So in Scala, when we initialize a value to a variable, when we assign a value to a variable, some memory is allocated to that variable. But when we use the word lazy for that variable, the memory is not directly given to the variable, but instead when the variable is used for its first time, then only the memory is allocated to that particular variable. So some of the advantages of lazy evaluation: it allows the language runtime to discard sub expressions that are not directly linked to the final result of the expression, as just now I said. So it allows a faster computations. It allows the programmer to access component of data structures out of order after initializing them, as long as they are free from any circular dependencies. Great for using not frequently accessed data. So the data which is used for very less time, or it is rarely used for that data, lazy evaluation can be recommended strongly. So lazy evaluation is said to be a way of delaying a process until the first time it is needed. So as I said before, the value or the memory will be assigned to the variable, but only when it is used for its first time. This tends to avoid repeated evaluations, and that's why I would imagine that it is performing a lot faster. Performance increases by avoiding needless calculations and error conditions in evaluating compound expressions. So let us see with a small example. You can actually work in Scala by two ways. So one is actually manually in command prompt, and another one is in Eclipse. So let me show you through command prompt also. So in this, actually I have created a project called first project. You can actually work in there. So here you just have to type sbt console, which will give you the Scala interpreter. Wait for some time. So sbt represents a Scala build tool. So if you want to install Scala on your system, I'll provide the links in the description box. So first of all, we'll take here an immutable variable, where val is used for an immutable variable and var is used for a mutable variable. So let's take the value of p as 5. So here you can see the value is assigned to the variable p immediately. So we'll check with the lazy keyword, as I have mentioned earlier. Let me take it the same. So here you can find, see, r is the variable which we have assigned to the value 5, but instead it is showing the lazy, which means memory is still not allocated to the variable r. As I said before, only once after the variable is used, then only the memory will be allocated to the variable depending upon its value. So let us take r. So now you can see res0 is given with the memory of 5, that whatever it may be in bits and bytes. So the value of 5 is assigned to this 0. So similarly you can have it in Eclipse also. Okay, just go with this right click on it, go to Scala, and here you find the Scala interpreter. So here you can get it same. You can do the same program process in it also. Next, lazy. Yeah, so as said before earlier, as we have seen, the same can be done here also. Now let me do some operation on it to which gives me the value of 8 as p value is 4. So now let me explain you the same difference with another example using classes. So let me create two classes. So one is let me name it as eager. Next, give the value of p, and for differentiating I'll just use a print statement. So let me give the value as 10, and let me create another class for differentiating it with a lazy. Next, so as we know, to differentiate it with the lazy, the variable should be initialized with a keyword lazy. So let me give a print statement as lazy evaluation. So here I have missed out a semicolon. So next, initialize it with some 11. So now go and go to the main method and just initialize the instantiate the two classes. Sorry. So just let it be some x variable, and let it be some y variable for lazy val. So now save the program and just run it. Yeah, so you can see here only eager evaluation, though we have instantiated both the classes, only eager evaluation is printed. So which that means that here we have given we have assigned the value to the variable p, but it is lazy. We have specified it with the keyword lazy, so which means it has to be initialized or at least used once, then only we can get here. So just call out the values, that is using x dot p. Save the program and again run it. See, now you can see it also prints out the lazy evaluation. So here with the reference of x and y, we are actually calling out the variables p in both of the eager and lazy eval classes. So that's why we find here lazy evaluation. The difference is that in eager evaluation, the value will be assigned immediately as it is given to the variable, but in lazy evaluation, once the variable is used, only then we can find the value allocated to the variable. So that's what I have told you about eager evaluation. In eager evaluation, an expression is evaluated as soon as it is bound to a variable. An opposite alternative to eager evaluation is lazy evaluation. They are just both the two opposite scenarios where expressions are evaluated only when a dependent expression is evaluated depending upon a defined evaluation strategy. So I hope you all have understood about the difference between lazy and eager evaluation. Thanks for watching the video. Do like, share, comment and subscribe.